It was very cool. It was a gift from the O-line. Yeah, I don't really have any jewelry, so that's a cool little collector item, I guess. He's been awesome. Since the start, the communication that we've had, the trust that we've built over the course of the last year, it's been awesome. And he's been playing extremely good football. Just happy that he's on our team.
Any idea why the Jets have maybe given you the most problems lately?
I think these division games, they're always going to add a little bit more flair to it. They're a physical team. They got a really good defense. In terms of why they've given me fits, again, I don't feel like I've protected the ball too well against them in the previous years, but just making sure I'm being smart with the football and being decisive with my decisions of where it's going, and just allowing our guys to make plays.
Of course, you know Aaron Rodgers. You golf with him. He's one touchdown pass away from 500. Could you envision yourself reaching 500? And can you imagine what that takes aside from longevity?
That's a spectacular stat. Aaron's one of the, if not the best, to ever throw a football. I think he's the most talented for sure, and the most gifted thrower of all time. The way he's been able to do it over the course of his career, it's been nothing but spectacular. He's been an idol of mine since I was a little kid, looking up to him and wanting to be in a position like him. So got a lot of love and respect for him. Could I envision it? Sure. And it takes a lot to play in this league, to sustain your play in this league. Takes everyone around you. But again, year 19, I think he's in right now, year 20. It's a lot of football. And he's seen a lot of things, and he's always evolved his game. But he's one of the best to ever do it.
Last thing on Aaron. Aaron isn't sure. He's started to say he's not sure about what year 21 might hold, whether he continues on or doesn't. What might this be? Maybe the last. What might this mean to you? Maybe the last time going head to head against him, potentially. What might that mean to you?
Again, I'm just trying to do my job and try to help our team win a football game. That's all I can really boil it down to. It's still a surreal feeling being in the position I am and playing against, a guy of his caliber. And a guy that, like I said, I looked up to. But at the end of the day, we're just trying to win a football game. I think we're still learning each other, and it takes reps. And the type of offense that we've been running, the everybody eats type of deal. Sometimes you get more opportunities than other guys based on the game. And again, just trying to find more ways to get him the football because he's such a dynamic playmaker for us, and I got to be better for him. But I think every day we're still getting more comfortable with each other, and hopefully it starts paying dividends on the field.
Josh, after you guys wrapped up the division, you guys made it known that you guys were chasing the #1 seed. Now with that specific goal sort of out of reach, how does that maybe recalibrate the way that you guys approach or think about these last 2 weeks, especially in the context of what you said after the past game, you guys are sort of towing the line between?
Yeah, I think locking up the 2 seed is the #1 priority, and that all that does is guarantee us two home playoff games. And again, you gotta win the first one to get the second one. So that's all we're caring about is going out there this week and just trying to play good, sound football and our type of brand that we know how we can play.
What would it mean, though, to potentially give you guys a week 18, lock up that 2 seed this week, you guys can get healthy?
Yeah, I think that's a huge plus when things are locked down, and obviously haven't talked about that at all with Coach McDermott or Coach Brady, and we're focused on this week right now, Sunday, 1 o'clock.
Josh, the defense has done a great job of forcing takeaways all season long. How much energy does that give maybe on the sideline, especially if they're giving you short fields or sometimes they're scoring?
Yeah, that's a huge help when you can flip the field in that fashion with a turnover, and I know we had one this last week, and I think we only got 3 points from it, so we got to be better. But when our defense can force turnovers, and on offense we're holding on to the football, that's typically a good recipe for success.
There was a report that came out last weekend that you've been playing with a broken left hand. Is that accurate?
Yeah. Yeah, it's the left one, so don't really matter all that much.
How's the shoulder and elbow, throwing elbow?
Good, just a little sore from this last game. Again, probably took too many opportunities for them to lay their hands and pads on me. So just gotta be smarter and make sure that we're rolling here.
Josh, you guys had a chance to finish undefeated in the regular season at home. What would that kind of mean?
Yeah, I think that's a precedent that coach sets early on from everybody that gets here of defending our dirt and making sure that that's one of the best ways to help yourselves get in the playoffs is being a good team at your home field, and that'd mean a lot because that's again one of our goals that we set out to do every year.
Josh, when you go back and look at the film from Sunday's game, what was it with the offense that made it so that you guys weren't as prolific as you had been in the previous weeks?
Yeah, I mean, I think they had a good game plan. We didn't execute as well as we wish we did, obviously, and a few plays that we would want back. But again, we're just going to keep working hard, found a way to win. And I think you learn more from those ones than you do from the blowout wins. And this close to the playoffs, I think that's a good reminder of getting back to our process and just getting back to some of the fundamental things.
Is there an element of it being a division game late in the season? Those games always seem to be tight that you guys can sort of apply to this week against another division.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can look at it both ways, right? They're the team that we're playing. They don't really have anything to lose, so might as well go out and try to win with a bang and do something crazy that you haven't showed on tape. And again, we each got to be ready for everything that they can throw at us and just try to execute as best as we can.
Taran is a guy that's been here with you pretty much both of you guys' entire careers. He's about to play in his 100th game. You played in yours earlier this season. Just what does that mean, and what have you seen out of Taran throughout you guys' entire careers?
Oh man, he's been awesome. What he's done for this football team and the rock that he is. He's I wouldn't say he's the most vocal guy, but he is a leader on this team, and guys look up to him. The way that he works, the way that he carries himself each and every day in this building, it's infectious. He's a great teammate, a great friend, and I feel like we have those type of guys in our locker room, and he's definitely one that helps set the tone when people get here of like how to be a Buffalo Bill, and I got a lot of love and respect for Taran.